Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the letmen out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Okay, now this is another part, to the Ashanti tribe. Basically get into, a few of their customs and their rights and their sayings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to make this lesson as brief as possible. So I hope this is edifying for you brothers out there. Alright, so from the rib, I'm gonna get into the supreme being of the Ashanti, all right, and show you how that's basically synonymous, with the true and living power, Yahweh, all right. It says Ashanti, Nyame. The full name of the supreme being among the Ashanti is Onyame, but in conversation, the nominal prefix O is generally elated, and we usually find the word even in writing Nyame. Okay, so basically the word for their God, or who they call upon, is Onyame, O-N-Y-A-M-E, but the O sound is dropped off, okay? It says, moreover, the prefix N, which is placed before verbs to form nouns that convey the idea of immensity or numbers collectively or in the abstract, will leave as the significant part of the word Yame. So they basically don't pronounce the word, the N within the word. So it's basically you have their Yame. Slowly but surely down the line of history, we lost the Lord's name. So, but one key part of the Lord's name that we always kept, was the Yah in there. That's why you have the term, what they call them, Yame. Okay, you have that Yah in there. Even when you go to the tribe of Gad, they call the name like Yo, Hey, Whoa, or something, but you always had that Yah in there, okay? Amongst the other tribes, you always had that Yah in there. That's what's significant, unless you know that this is talking about Yahweh, okay? Reading on down, it says, and the fact that, it's SALACHYA, said, this establishes a surprising similarity between the Ashanti Yame and the Hebrew Tetragrammaton. They have here Yahweh, but we know it's Yahweh. And the fact that the latter is commonly regarded as having been derived from the verb haya, meaning to be, okay, which in turn has an equivalent in Ashanti Yah, also meaning to be, only strengthens the presumption that the one was derived from the other, or that both came from the same Semitic root. So what you have that term, what Yah, which the Ashanti use as to be, and we have the term Haya, which means to be. So it shows you what some of the similarities in their words which they use. Okay. All right. This is identification with Yahweh. It says Yahweh, but I'm gonna say the word. I'm gonna say the Lord's name, Yahweh. Okay. So it says, furthermore, among the attributes of the Ashanti, Yame stands out Bora Bora, meaning creator, the exact equivalent in sound and signification with the participle bore of the Hebrew verb bara'ah, to create. So what that's just showing you what the similarities of the word. You had the Yah, which means to be in the Ashanti, which is the equivalent of Haya, the to be in Hebrew. Then you have what Bora Bora or Bore Bore in the Ashanti, which is equivalent with bara'ah, which means to create. Okay. Yeah, another part on the name says Yame is Yahweh. For the present then, we feel safe in concluding that whatever its source of enlightenment, whether by direct tradition affected by a considerable infiltration of Hebrew stock, or through the instruction of missionaries in Christian times, the supreme being of the Ashanti is identical with the God of the Christians, the Yahweh of the Old Testament, and further that their tribal worship is strangely parallel to that of the divided worship that existed in Jerusalem immediately prior to the Babylonian exile, as we will see later more in detail. So what it said, what their supreme being, who they called on Yame, is identical with our true and living power, Yahweh. Okay, and it said what, that their tribal worship is parallel to all of the rites and the customs of the ancient Hebrews, because what they are, they were the Hebrews, okay, over there in the west coast of Africa. All right. So to jump to another point, all right, this is a saying amongst the Ashanti. All right, it says, there is a common saying among the Ashanti no priest may look upon the face of his God and live, which sounds remarkably like an echo of Yahweh's warning to Moses at Mount Sinai. Thou canst not see my face, for a man shall not see me and live. And right, that's right in accordance with the scriptures. So what they have a common saying that what goes back to the scriptures, man. What other nation that you know has common sayings just as well as we do? You know what I'm saying? That goes to show you that, you know, that's the tribe of Israel, man. That's one of the tribes of Israel. All right, this is Exodus 33 and 20. Okay, you know, the Lord's talking to Moses, and he said, thou canst not see my face, for there is no man, for there shall no man see me and live. So that's right in accordance with the scriptures, man. Okay, now you have here another what is a supposed myth of the Ashanti. Right, it says this myth recounts how Yahweh, the sky god, had various sons, of whom one in particular was a Bayar favorite son. Okay, and this is what's significant for what the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know how what their supreme being, you know, the sky god, had what various sons, representing what the 12 tribes of Israel. Yahweh decided to send these children of his down to the earth in order that they might receive benefits from and confer them upon mankind. Okay, so what, as us having the law, statutes, and commandments, and having the everlasting covenant of the Most High, the Most High has us down here so that we can plead unto him, so that we can receive benefits from the Most High. Okay, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the Most High to what help us through our captivity, to help us during our slavery, and to raise us back unto power, so that seeking benefits from our true and living power. Okay, unlike the wicked of our nation, who's you know, seeking benefits from this society and from the so-called white man. All right, and it says in speaking of what he termed Semitic heathenism, W. Robertson Smith declares it was the community and not the individual, okay, that was sure of the permanent and unfailing help of the deity. It was a national, not a personal providence. So right, it said what? It was of the community and not of the individual. Meaning what? That cosmos, that little separate society, and okay, that received the promises, the permanent and the unfailing help of the deity. Okay, and we are promised that from the Most High, from him making that covenant with our forefathers. Okay, so we are promised that the unfailing help and the permanent help of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through the covenant which he made with our forefathers. All right, and it said what? It was a national and not a personal providence. Okay, which lets you know that what? The Lord is only for what? The nation of Israel. Just as well as the Ashanti knew that as well, because he said it's what? A thing of a national province, man. Okay, national meaning dealing what? With your nation. Like when we're out there in the highways and byways, we tell the people we're not a religion. This is about our nationality. This is who we are. Okay, this book is our inheritance. Okay, so the Ashanti, they knew that as well.